I think it was a week where you could really separate the designers who define fashion and those that follow it.
It's always a different atmosphere at the Paris shows. This is where it all happens, you know. I mean, this is the fashion capital of the world.
Autumn winter is always my favorite. I love the really rich fabrics and the heavy wools.
I love people watching, especially during Fashion Week.
Paris Fashion Week was like the Alps, peaks and valleys. The toppest top of all the tops was Balenciaga at the very beginning of the week.
Balenciaga I loved for this new, fresh, very architectonic vision of Nicolas Ghesquière.
I think it's more Helmut Newton woman almost. It was dressed and ready to go with her diamonds and her heels.
Coats that you wouldn't take to the dry cleaner, you'd just Windex them perhaps.
You just walk out on a rainy day like today and wipe them down.
Those who aren't ready to throw away the prints in favor of black latex. There is a more floaty feminine girl.
I'm finding that this season it's all about craftsmanship.
Yves Saint Laurent was absolutely divine. He breathed out this collection.
I always think it's nice to see a new take on Yves' smoking suit.
I like the capes a lot this season.
I'm seeing a lot of sculptured jackets everywhere I go and a sort of powerful woman.
Collection at Alexander McQueen was absolutely graceful and most beautiful of all the collections I've seen on Runway this season.
It's the reason that we come to Paris, or at least I come to Paris, to see shows like that.
So much Russianness in it. I can imagine Russian girls in a few of these dresses just being utterly stunning.
Last days of the Raj and a Fabergé egg purse, emerging markets.
Definitely, there's a lot for Vogue India there and a lot for Vogue Russia.
Like clothes with a little bit of psychology to them?
Well, definitely. I love character-driven clothing. That's what I'm all about.
I don't think we have characters this season. I think we're just supposed to be completely mad.
Don't you think that there's something rather poignant about the fact that there's so much work goes into these shows and they last for 15 minutes and then they're gone forever?
But it does look like you have 1,000 people here. That's 1,015 minutes of memory. Fashion is fleeting, and it's exactly it.
And you know that we last only 6 months anyway, so that's the fun part of it.
I'm on to the next thing. I love how fast fashion is.
I think everyone's done very different things this week. A little too much black for my taste. When economies are quite kind of nervous, I've noticed there seems to be, black's quite a kind of safe bet.
But on the more optimistic side, I think because things are a little bit more plain, we're seeing incredibly sexy shoes, return of the stiletto.
You feel like you're on stilts sometimes, those shoes.
For sure I was wearing my heels in Paris. Are you kidding? I had a heel budget.
Usually I wear mine to bed.
Looking back over Fashion Month, Miuccia Prada and Nicolas Ghesquière at Balenciaga and Jack and Laz for Puente Schuler in New York really, for us, define the season, taking fashion into a much more sculptured silhouette, a long, lean line, and much sexier, moving away from everything that's been floaty and feminine and soft.
I'm also seeing a lot of fur. With the climate change and global warming, doesn't matter.
I'm really about seasonless clothing. At these prices, they have to have longevity.
I think fashion design is one of those areas of culture that pushes us forward and say, look, relax. Beauty is beauty and we have to live for it, no?